right now. I ain't got the time to get you sent around now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30 now.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Dumping it off for Johnson. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Mayfield, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. throwing now. Ryan on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get up.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Detroit! Gone!
A first down throw from Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
No, check, Patriot!
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Leopard! Gone! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 52 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run high. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this one brought in by Sanu. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Carl Nassib in there to get him for a loss of 5.
12. Hey, Tuesday.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta. right after this timeout. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 2nd down, high. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Leopard! All right, now, look at the 6. Look at the 6. Detroit!
On 3rd down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Throw it, Mayfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. Throwing deep here for Coleman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, it stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Hey, Tuesday.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he rifles it, complete, caught by Landry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And an alley to run. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 48 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Ryan. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Tack McKinley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Detroit!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll go with the keeper, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield taking it in, and the Browns add on to their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch it now, Barney.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Tech McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield down. And the pressure gets to him again. Tech McKinley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Mayfield being chased out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Ryan on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking deep for Julio. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, let's go.
On third down, Ryan. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Looking downfield for Jones, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
All right, now look at 56.
Mayfield on first down, going for the deep ball, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hey, let's go.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking deep for Julio. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 64 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On first down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal.
20.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. From the shotgun, Ryan throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. When someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Detroit!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And